Good evening. It's Friday evening, April the 8th, and it will be posted in the morning, Saturday. Thank you so much for your donations, for your kindness, for your nice comments and questions. I love to have those ones. And if it's for entertainment, because a lot of you are reminding me say the word entertainment. So I'm saying that I would be fair if I would say a joke. It's in Moscow. Humongous lineup, 3 blocks or 5 blocks long. People are standing from morning. It's 3 o'clock afternoon, and they are angry. The guys are hungry and upset. And one eventually he said, "I have enough of that. Every day I'm just spending my life waiting in the lineups. So I'm going to kill Putin." But he's telling the guy, "Keep me line up and I'll be back." He left. He's coming not long after he left. And the guy is asking, "Did you do it? Did you do it?" And he said, "No, you should see the lineup over there. It's for a few days of waiting." So he was not lucky to do it, and probably no one so far will be able to do it. Congratulations to Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson. She deserved it, but it was painful to watch how they torture her. So, big step. Hopefully there is not the last one. Maybe there will be more democratic justice coming. AV is the questionnaire, and I will answer with the pictures that they are created spontaneously in my mind when you're asking me questions. So, did Ivanka Trump implicated her father when she spoke to the January 6th committee, or is she pointing finger to lower staff like Jeff Clark? And she's like a little girl. I don't pretending that she wasn't there. You know how the kids, you are playing with them and they will put the hands, I'm not there. So she is playing that game. I think she's afraid of her father. So she was afraid to say too much. She was cooperative. She was saying as much as she could. She's intelligent, not like the rest of the except the Mary Trump. She's very intelligent. But she was pretending that she didn't witness it too much, so I don't know. I didn't hear it. I didn't see it. So she was trying to avoid those questions. And I will pull 3 cards to see, extend the vision. So that's the way I'm always... Was she... She was cheating. She wanted to cheat. She went to the top. As much as she could, she was cheating. She was working hard, but she was saying, "I was outside there. I was not inside the room, so I can't tell you." Okay, I don't see her really pointing to the Clark. Jeff Clark, I think she was trying to avoid any confrontation because she's afraid of her father. Georgia, flipping eggs on the frying pan, working on, because that's the answer that I was not completely sure in the previous video, cooking up lots of deals and flipping businesses. So that was Irene Harris and Peggy, and many more people were saying that. So that's from the previous video. I think he was flipping some businesses because it was partnership. So maybe he wanted to have some businesses that wouldn't be as obvious. Regina, what will be Will Smith's future? His wife looks narcissistic and controlling. You are absolutely right, Regina. She is very narcissistic. She is controlling. She wants to have the money, the prestige, but love-wise, she never was showing him enough love or attention, so he was always starving for it. And now when he will lose the prestige, I don't think too many directors would like to work with him. He will be going different direction. He will be broken, mentally probably depressed, and she wouldn't have a desire to help him, to pull him up from that. She would be actually putting him down. So I think they will probably go different direction, because I see her. It's all about me. She will start looking for someone new on the grass will be greener for her. She will start flirting and looking for love somewhere else, and it will be all about sharing the money. So Irene, like you, thank you. AV2 and Alma Navar, everyone who was sending me questions. Thank you, everyone, for your questions. And thank you for your bookings, guys. I love to feel that I can help someone sometimes. Irene Racul, New York prosecutor is not interested in Trump's family business. Will they get away again? And I don't see them being punished as severely as they should, so they will be kind of like a fish, getting away with so many things, swimming. Oh, there will be some drama, but maybe even that the drama will be for the attorney that is running this. He is pretending to be a good guy, and it's all about his own security. So will Mark F. Pemarians, the top two prosecutors in investigation of Donald Trump in New York District, both of them resigned. They resigned, and because of the Alvin Bragg. So this one, what is going on with Alvin Bragg? DA prosecutors of criminal investigation from New York. He is saying that he is investigating witnesses every day. When I look at him, I thought that he is very dishonest. And there is a program, I was asking my husband what's the name of that program on TV. There are two guys, fugitives, and two guys on the horses are following them. And the ones who are running away but it's a game. It's not that it's for real. But the ones who are running away, they are covering the footsteps, so the guys on the horses can't see them. And I think he is doing that kind of job. He's thinking that he will cover some footstep of Trump's family. So I hope I'm wrong, but I have the feeling that that's what his plans are, to kind of help Trump not. So what is his name is Alvin Bragg. What is his commitment to that story? He is doing job. He is in hot, in a fire. He wants to do the job, but look, he is doing the devil's job. Devil's lawyer, and pulling stuff from the hat. So I think he will be pulling some stuff to kind of jeopardize the whole investigation, his side of story. Alma Navarro, no? Thank you, Alma. A China Eastern plane crashed with 132 people. The government has yet not released any names. There is so much mystery surrounding this crash. That was, I think, last month, end of the last month in April. What do you see in the cause? Sabotage or mechanical failure. It's reminded her that Malaysian's plane disappeared. Pieces were found here and there, but nothing really solid was found. So I saw like self-inflicted wounds. Maybe China wanted to get rid of someone who was important on that plane. That's the reason they are not giving the names. And pilot was depressed and caused the plane to disappear. But there is something like that self-inflicted wound that I saw. Okay, I think it was more related to some private story between pilot and his wife, divorce or something. He had a lot of dreams, a lot of goals. She wanted divorce, and he was heartbroken about the relationship. So could be that he thought that he wants to kill himself and the rest of the crew. Maybe we will learn eventually what was the sabotage. Jan Di Wolfi. Didn't Melania work with Epstein? And when I closed my eyes, I saw Trump, that Montenegro's president of Montenegro was Trump was pushing him around, and then he stood up like, oh, I'm the big rooster here. So he is doing that to Melania. I don't think Melania was that much involved with Epstein, but I wouldn't be surprised that Trump was involved, because that posture, like, look at me, I'm here. So it looks like he was the one who was involved, and we know from so many other stories that from the pictures. So he was juggling with him, maybe for the money. Dysfunctional family. Those girls who were young models, he had the models agency for teenagers, he had the Miss Pageants for teenagers, so, and he had the power to do things. So I wouldn't be surprised that he was the one who was doing, excuse me. Okay, so that was the question. Diana Owen wants me to read on Laura from Fox News and Katrina D as well. She was interested in Laura Ingraham. She is from the Fox News anchor, and she's very pro-Russian, so those both ladies would like me to know. And I saw a symbol of soldier with the gun, a rifle, or whatever that they have. I knew it's a Russian soldier. So it looks like she has some connections to Russia. She was born there. And she has some great support. Trump has that. So there is something going on, that symbol of soldier, protector. fighter or someone from her family has some big connection in Russia. She started doing this for fun. She is very responsible, but then she is connected by maybe marriage of her parents. Now she will be more careful. But at the beginning it was more visible what she was saying, and she can pay some price eventually for that. AV again. Is Mark Meadows cooperating with DOJ? Is that why he is not indicted by Garland for the ignoring the January 6 committee subpoena? And I saw him, like when you have railways, metal, and he's jumping one leg on this, one leg on this, and moving kind of awkward, bizarre way. So I think he is trying to be fair with Trump, but he is trying to cooperate with with DOJ because he wants to be protected. And no matter what, he's playing on the railways, so he will be hit by train eventually. So he will have to be in disposal. Sooner or later, it will hit him. But I think he is cooperating. My intuition is correct. He's worried about his future. He's a lawyer. He might lose his legal abilities to work as a lawyer, and he feels he is trapped. He feels like he is unable to free himself, so probably he is working, and that's the reason we don't hear anything from DOJ about him yet. Carol Page, does Poroshenko, ex-president of Ukraine, have good or bad influence on Zelensky administration? When I watched him a few times, he had some interviews with journalists in Kiev. I have the feeling that he would like to be in the spotlight. He would like to be Zelensky. He would like people to adore him, who will be feeling that he is the hero. So he is just jealous some way, but it's not the bad way. He knows which side of the story he has to be. I don't see him being against Zelensky. I think he wants to help the country, and he will look at me. I'm here too. I'm a hero. So he wants to be the good guy. He was not that popular. He feels that that will be his strength, that they will be remembering that he loves his country, its family, and he wants to be a leader. I don't see him as a negative influence on Zelensky. And now I will give you again one of my remedies. I told you long time ago that I was putting mustard seeds, sowing them and giving my mom, and then she will be putting them in the oven for a short time, and then she will use the mustard seeds for rheumatism. She had really bad rheumatism. I'm lucky I don't. I think that's because I'm wearing so much silver. She did it. She never did that much, just a little ring and that's it. And it was always gold. But I love, and apparently the metal is protecting me from the joint pains. But for joint pains, it's another remedy. It will be 1 tablespoon of soda in the little container, 1 tablespoon of salt, and 1 spoon of mustard, plus 2 spoons of honey. You mix everything, first soda with salt, and then mustard, and then honey as the last. And you can have that mixture storage for a few days, for 2-3 days in the fridge, but put that in the wrapping on top of the wrap plastic, you know, that the one that we are putting on containers. And if you need to put this on your joints or on your hand, put is like not too much, just small amount. Spread this, put this on your hand or your knee, whatever. Wrap it, and then you can put even some fabric around so it will be safe, and carry this for a few hours, for the night, even if you can. Just make sure you don't pull it in the night, because it will be looking really yucky, your bed, next day, and you will be innocent, but the look will be there. So make sure that you are safe. Maybe during the day carry this and see if you are not allergic to mustard, because it is still very strong remedy. But that's supposed to help. And by now everyone knows that tomato is, for people with arthritis, it's not good to eat tomatoes, because that can cause more problem for those people. Now I want to pray for Alexei Navalny, that he will survive in the prison. Apparently he was poisoned 2 times. I didn't know that. For the President Zelensky, that he will be lucky, as far as he is so far, that nothing hurt him. And for people of Ukraine, for the peace on the world, that we will all experience peace, and for health, and for prosperity and happiness, and the war in Ukraine, that it will be ending soon. We just have to pray. I don't trust Putin. I don't trust him removing himself from Kiev. I'm just worried that he might be doing something wrong. Definitely, we have to pray that he will stop being as aggressive as he is. And the light went off, and all the best to all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next video for Monday morning, and see you next time. I love you guys.